Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la, ya la la, la la la, ya la la, ya. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la, ya 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 la la.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hello.
We welcome all of you on this beautiful, hot but sunny Shabbat evening and invite you to take a moment to stand up and greet the people around you if you're able. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom as we continue with another Nigun.
Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya 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 la.
We continue with the kindling of the Shabbat candles, and I invite Bunny and Susie to please join me here as we turn to page 2 for the brachot.
Baruch
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled the light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Amen. And we turn now to page 4 for the introduction to the Kaddish.
This one? Yeah. And there was evening and there was morning, the 6th day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the 7th day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the 7th day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava uvratzon, hinchilanu, zikaron, lemahaseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila, lemikra kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta b'kol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh haShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
We are going to continue our service as they taste that sweet wine on page 4, and we pray these words together at the top of the page. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. It's page 6, and together. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to the lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. And so we take a deep breath in and release it to drop away all the heaviness and surus of the week behind, to breathe in all the goodness of this Shabbat and being together. And we turn to page 13 for Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Masru miyom miyom Yeshuato. Together, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, מסרו מיום מיום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. Together, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברוך הוא שמו, מסרו מיום מיום ישועתו, כי כל אלוהי האלים מלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה, הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברוך הוא שמו, מסרו מיום מיום ישועתו, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ. This is you. שירו לאדוני ברוך הוא שמו, מסרו מיום מיום ישועתו, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברוך הוא שמו, מסרו מיום מיום ישועתו.
Thank you, Cantor. We're going to turn to page 20 for the singing of Lecha Dodi. We welcome our Sabbath bride, and on our final verse, we rise to greet her and turn to the entrance of Beit Hana. On the final verse, you don't have to do it yet. You can relax a little.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'ribor echad, ki hishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor habracha, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה pnei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 5, hitoreri, kiva orek umi uri, shir daveri, kevod Adonai alayich nidla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'sh בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובשולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
As we prepare ourselves for the call to worship the words of Baruch Hu, we turn to page 29.
There is one, there is one, there is one, there is one.
There is one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself.
There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one, there is one, there is one, there is one.
There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. Together,
And
there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all worlds, filling the universe with song. Nivarech, let us bless.
Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai.
We are in the midst of reading from the book of Bamidbar, the fourth book of the Torah, known also as Numbers. And Bamidbar takes place in the wilderness. In fact, that's what Bamidbar means. And it is in this place, which is a wilderness of space, but also a wilderness of spirit. There's a lot of kvetching and moaning that takes place in this section of the Torah as the Israelites are dealing with the difficult changes in their lives. Rabbi Bear will be speaking about this later in the service, but I wanted to share this reading with you on page 30, which talks about change. And so let us pray these words together. I'm sorry, it's 31. I'm really having trouble. I guess I need my glasses more than I think. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over?
Baruch atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim.
And now we turn to pages 34 and 35, and even as we contemplate change, we think about that which is eternal, which is God. And so we reflect on God's presence in our lives, God who always was and always will be, with these words of Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם באמת.
So who can tell me where these words of Ve'ahavta appear, other than in the Torah? Where do you find them? I heard it. Mezuzah. It says, in fact, even in the prayer itself, you should write them on the doorposts of your house. So these are the very words we find in our mezuzah. And I recently read a commentary that I loved, which teaches that we put these words on the doorposts of our house, on that threshold. So when we cross over out of our safe space and into the world, we are reminded of God's presence in our lives. So as we contemplate change, we think about that presence of God. And we're going to turn to page 43 and 42 for this singing about Hashkivenu, which asks for a Sukkot Shlomecha, a shelter of peace, God's shelter of peace, no matter where we go. Oh, I forgot Michamocha. I'm so very sorry. Michamocha, page 40.
Yai lai 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 yai yai lai 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 mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot
Now we turn to pages 42 and 43 with a prayer for God's Sukkot Shalom, shelter of peace.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let's do that again. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu b'chaim. Hashkivenu, Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom. V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha. Everyone. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
We turn now to the central prayers of our service, the Avot V'Imahot, also known as the Amidah. We turn to page 48 and we rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Neihem L'Ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayei hakol atarav lahoshia Morid hatal Mechalkel chayim bechesed Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim Somech noflim verofeh cholim Umatir asurim Umekayem emunato Lishenei ahafar Bichamocha Baal gevurot Umidom elach Melech memid Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'nemanat al hachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kadoshim b'chol yom Yahallulucha selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
We take a few moments for a silent reflection, the prayers in our book or the prayers of our heart. And as you're finished, you may be seated. As we conclude our silent reflections, we take a few moments to think about those who are in need of a prayer of healing and hope, whether it's healing of body or healing of spirit. And so if you yourself are in need of a prayer or you have a loved one who's in need of a prayer, I invite you to please rise and share that name with our congregation. Tracy? Thank you. Thank you, Norma. Max.
Thank you, Pastor, for Lopez, for Martinez, Dr. Carlos.
We think as well of all of those names of our beloveds that have been listed in our congregational handout, whose names are there with prayers for healing. And tonight, instead of the Mishaberach prayer, we're going to turn to page 373 for this one short verse that we find in this week's Torah portion. It is a prayer that Moses says on his sister Miriam's behalf when she is stricken with disease. El na rafanallah.
So your part is on 373, El na rafanallah. This is your verse to sing with Rabbi Bear, and it goes like this. El na rafanallah, El na rafanallah. Let's try that. El na rafanallah, El na rafanallah. And Moses cried, heal Miriam, this I pray. 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 El na rafanallah, El na rafanallah, El na rafanallah, El na rafanallah.
It's beautiful. And even as we pray for hope and healing for those who are in need of those prayers, we think as well of all the goodness in our lives, all the things we have to celebrate. And so this is our Shehecheyanu moment. and I'm going to invite you to stand if I call something out that applies to you. Oh, you're all ready to stand. That's great. So the very first thing we're going to ask for anybody who has a birthday or anniversary in this month of June. Okay, a lot of you, please stay standing. And happy birthday and happy anniversary. The second thing I'm going to ask is if there's anybody who is celebrating either a wedding, going to a bar mitzvah, a baby naming, the birth of a child, anything like that, any life cycle moments. All right, good. All right, the next thing is if you have just returned from vacation or are about to go on vacation, please rise. I wish I was standing for this one. And I'm now going to ask you if you are, today's June 21st, I think officially the first day of summer. So if you were happy to see the sun come out on Thursday and happy to welcome summer, hot though it may be. And if you're still not standing, I will ask you to please rise if you are happy to be alive. We thank God for arriving at this moment together with the words of Shehakianu. Put your arms around your neighbor and celebrate together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'hegianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'hegianu lazman hazeh.
We're going to remain standing and turn to page 282 for the Aleinu. We have some children in the congregation. If you'd like to join us up on the bima, children, to open the ark, we welcome you. Come on, come on. We're very nice up here. 282. Come on, come on, come on.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. It has been said that memory is the sixth sense of the Jewish people, that we are constantly remembering. We remember creation, we remember redemption, we remember our ancestors, and we remember those whose lives helped to shape ours, those whose lives are no longer physically with us, but remain with us eternally, always in our hearts. And one of the ways we remember as Jews is through saying Kaddish and through putting up memorials. And so we have an alcove of remembrance here at Temple Beth Sholom, and from time to time we have the privilege of dedicating a plaque to go into that alcove of remembrance. And so tonight we dedicate the plaque of Morton I. Singerman, who passed away just over a year ago. We remember him with love in our hearts. We remember how he lived larger than life. We remember his charm and his glow as we dedicate this plaque. And the cantor's going to lead us in a beautiful song called "It is a Fearful Thing to Love What Death Can Touch." And it's on page 290 in your prayer books.
It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love, hope, dream to be, and all to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, for your laugh once lifted me, for your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love. Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love, to love, to love, to love, to love what death has touched.
And so we remember now the moment shared, the companionship, all of life's joys and pleasures. We remember the phone calls, the Sabbath texts, and all the ways that he shared himself with you as we dedicate this in memory of Morton I. Singerman. And as we do so, we hope and pray that his family that's here tonight will live according to his highest values and remember him always dearly. And as we dedicate that, we think as well of all of our loved ones who are no longer with us. And so I'm going to invite you to share with me in this prayer with the refrain, "We will remember them." In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we will remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we will remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we will remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we will remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we will remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we will remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we will remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we will remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we will remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. We turn in our prayer books to page 294 to the words of Kaddish. And as we do, we think about those other members of our community who have died in recent days and whose families are in the Shloshim, the 30 days of mourning. We remember Gloria Singerman, Morton Robinson, Daniel Jonas, Rona Raffel, Jean Howard, Alan Wilson, Doris Pardo, Lonnie Weinstein, and Cindy Aronson Jacruif. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing to all of you who love them. And we think as well of all those other names that are inscribed on our yahrzeit plaques, whose yahrzeits are observed on this Shabbat. Mabel Abramson, Joseph Albert, Belle Altman, Jill Arkin, David Belenke, James Berg, Judd Breakstone, Kate Bright, Dorothea Schimmel Dumas, Betsy Epstein, Henry Flatow, Harris Friedberg, Zalman Haskell Friedman, Annette Gerson, Rona Soshik Glassman, Harry Abraham Goldberg, Ann Gorlitz, Marvin Green, Geraldine Greenberg, Fred Havenick, Rose Holtz, Victor Hyams, Jenny Kahn, Joseph Kelman, E. Max Kesselman, Harry Lack, Stanley Bud Levinson, Norman Levitt, Sarah Lieberman, Isaac Lipson, Mary Davis Matz, Hannah Mayerson, Sheila Block Melman, Lena Melnick, Rose Mess, Sarah Ruth Nixon, Paul Noodleman, Louis Packer, Helen Rappaport, Edward Roth, William Sachs, Sidney Schechter, Morton Singerman, Meredith Smith, Myron Stern, Irving Stern, Bernard Stewart, Rose Weiss, Ida Welcome, and Marjorie Zimmett. And we think as well of all those other yahrzeits that are observed on this Shabbat: Maxim Mac Barish, Harvey Berman, Edward Barkowski, Nettie Dukas, Burton Engels, Dora Eppelbaum, Minnie Farbstein, Joseph Farbstein, Amory Fleischer, Sophie Gaffin, Augusta Getz, Ephraim Libin, Henry Lichter, Blanca Linzon, Solomon Michelson, Florence Minkoff, Lester Mintz, Bernard Pemstein, Denise Posner, Itka Rej, Sheldon Rose, Sylvia Rosnick, Abe Simberg, Mona Brav Sobel, Bertha Supper, David Whitehorn, and Pepe Yanow. And if you have a loved one that you are remembering whose name I did not recite, and you're in a period of mourning, I invite you to please rise and share the name at this time. Thank you. We rise as one congregation. And as we do, we think not only of those loved ones whose names we recited, but of the 6 million men, women, and children who died in the Shoah. We think about the almost 24,000 Israeli soldiers who have died creating and defending our Jewish homeland. And we think about the thousands upon thousands of American soldiers who have died protecting our liberties. And we take them all into our hearts with our own as we praise God and thank God for their lives that were so precious to us as we recite these words. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'agala uv'yizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivarach le'alam l'olmei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'yamru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. May the one who created harmony on high bring peace and harmony into our lives and bless all people with peace and harmony everywhere. And let us say, Amen. You may be seated. Except for you, Michael Pardo. I'm going to invite Michael up to bring greetings from our temple board and make some announcements, but you don't have your partner Jordan with you. I'm sorry. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. First, on a personal note, I do want to thank everyone who did come to my grandmother's Shiva this past week. I know that many of you here I see did show up, and it meant a lot to me and to everyone in my family. So we greatly appreciate that. We just have a few announcements. We're in the dog days of summers, but not at Temple Beth Sholom because things are always happening. Tuesday, June 25th, 10 a.m., there's a carpool leaving Temple Beth Sholom for Homestead Detention Center. Rabbi Bear and the Justice League, they have been doing a series of different events, and this is the next event that they will be hosting, and it's intended to bring awareness to children that are being held at Homestead Detention Center. So the aim is to show up and to make your presence felt and known at the presidential candidates who are going to be there. As you'll see on July 4th, we naturally have no camp here. The campus is closed, and same for July 5th, the next day. And last but not least, please be sure, well in advance of high holidays, to pay your dues and show your support for the synagogue. Every dollar counts, and we greatly appreciate it. Wishing everyone a happy and healthy week, and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for the NPR plug there, too. In tonight's Torah portion, HaHaHa, the Parsha begins with instructions for lighting the menorah of the Mishkan, the traveling sanctuary in the wilderness. Later in the Torah portion, we have a story about the Israelites waxing nostalgic for the niceties of Egypt, the produce and meat that they ate there, and Moses desperately turns to God for a solution to the burden of solo leadership. What is the connection between these two ideas, and why are they paired in the same Parsha? In both cases, the Torah is giving us prescriptions for how to deal with difficult situations. The Parsha begins, B'ha'lotcha et neirot, when you kindle the lamps. The Midrash records Israel's first question about this command right off the bat. God, surely you, who are the light of the universe, don't need us to give light before you. To this, God says, it is in order that you may give me light, even as I have given you light. In other words, the lighting of the menorah by Aaron and his descendants is the purest expression of hoda'ah, of gratitude. Why do we owe it? Not because God needs it per se, but because God knows we need to show our thanks for the light God's given us. In addition to the temple sacrifices, the lighting of the lamps was the primary ritual responsibility of the Levites. According to Rav Soloveitchik, because of how the pieces of the menorah were cleaned every day, the Levites took apart and put back together the menorah every single day and lit the lamps anew as well. Similarly, giving thanks is not a singular event, one and done. An attitude of gratitude results from cultivating it regularly, every day. In his book, Flourish, Martin Seligman recommends a daily gratitude practice for happiness and well-being. Now you know my summer reading. He recommends writing down 3 things that went really well at the end of your day and writing the reasons of why they went well next to them. What did you do, or how did you approach X thing that made it go well? In this way, one actually rewires one's brain to be on the lookout for positive experiences and to think about what is necessary for each of us to flourish. I see mindfulness guru is here among us right now. Humans often have a tendency to focus on the negative. Even in difficult situations, focusing on concrete things that go well where we did certain things to make them go well is empowering and indeed life-changing. Facing periods of change and transition in our lives, whether the death of a loved one, a life cycle change, being fired or hired in a new job, helping a parent make a transition from independent to assisted living. These are times we may turn to our tradition and the stories of Torah for wisdom and for guidance. And as I said, we have this other story in Parshat Beha'alotcha, where the Torah says that a rabble of Israel cultivated a craving, and they wept, demanding of Moses, "Who will feed us meat? We remember the fish that we ate in Egypt, free of charge, the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. But now our life is parched. There is nothing. We have nothing to anticipate but the manna." In a way, this story shows us that gratitude all by itself could actually lead us astray. If we overly identify with a pleasurable experience we have had in the past, we may be able to think of nothing else. In this way, it's a warning that we need more than just gratitude. We also need flexibility. According to Reb Nachman, suffering results from inflexibility. Suffering results from an inappropriate holding on, a clinging to, an excessive belief in the substance and the permanence of the things of this world. Paraphrased from Rabbi Alan Liu. The disappointment we know somehow seems less frightening than the unknown heartbreak we may open ourselves up to. Yet according to Reb Nachman, to locate sacred space, to locate healing, a leave-taking is necessary, a letting go. We must let go of the familiar, our pain and our pleasure, and give the potential of the present moment a chance to flow through us. Leaning into the unknown is how to uncover growth, how we can find and kindle light at the center of the sacred space inside each of us. As we make our next step in the wilderness, whatever that may be for each one of us, let's remember that each step brings us closer to a promised land just beyond our imagination, where we might become flooded not with what we've lost, but where through emptying our expectations, we might yet make room for the sacred, for light, and for healing. Shabbat Shalom.
Stay. We're going to conclude our Shabbat service together with the words of Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace. So I invite you to rise. Once again, put your arms around your neighbor as we pray together for wholeness and peace.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.